Right, hi there. I am just getting set up to jump into this race. I want to make sure I got everything more or less set up here. It looks like I'm a little early because a lot of people are still got to ready up, but that's okay. Uh, we're going to just make sure we have things silenced because I do not want to be interrupted while we're doing this. And we'll just make sure everything is working. I see volume coming through for the emulator. It was not grabbing the right picture. I think I know why it did that, but now I know what the issue is with that. Still learning little ins and outs to make sure that it's working properly. Alright. Alright, 4 of us are ready. We're waiting for 4 more. 3 more. We got a couple top racers in here, so I'm not going to have a repeat of last time, I'm sure. But that's okay. I don't expect that to happen. That was crazy. So let's get ourselves at least set up here. So Cas boots means we have starting out with boots, and we'll get sword access once we get to Uncle. We have to go through escape. And that's your major differences, but it works very, very similar. Okay. All right. We got at least one new person in the race room just asking to make sure he knows how it works, which is cool because I definitely felt that way like a week or so ago. Finishes when the mosaic starts after. Yeah, okay. All right. It looks like we're going to be starting in just a few seconds here. All right. Countdown begins. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Today we will have bad luck. Amazing. Okay. $50. Whoop. Ah, that was stupid. That's alright. Alright, well, we don't have to worry about money. Alright. What the hell just happened? I'm in some kind of glitch state. That's not good. I think that's what happened. Yeah, because I couldn't use my sword, I couldn't walk, or I couldn't run with the boots. That was weird. Alright. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. There we go. I have never had that happen to me before. I'll have to look back and see what I did. Did I take damage or do something stupid as I walked in? No idea. Early book. Very interesting. All right. Okay, that's good, because that'll save us a little bit of time when we get to the village. Having the bombs. So Dark Cross will have the key. Funny. Nice. Alright. Anything good back here? Not really. I don't remember if we got the map. I want to say no, but we're going to grab this chest anyway, because the last thing I want to do is forget and then have a problem. So I'm definitely like a solid minute behind everyone in getting out of escape. Oh, see, I'm glad we checked it. Mainly because of that weird glitch that I had. Now let's remember to get Bonk Rocks. Then we can go check Aga. Alright, so some arrows for our bow that we just got. I mean, getting the bow is nice because it might point me to Eastern early. I still have to check what the requirements are, or, you know, what the dungeons have. That was kind of bad. We're gonna grab some quick hit. We don't really need it, to be honest with you, but it's enough where it'll probably get me to Zora money even after buying bottle vendors, so because of what we'll also get in the village. Alright, we don't need that. So let's look at this really quick. Okay, Desert is a pendant and a red crystal at Hera. Alright. Nice. We don't really care. Alright. I'm not even going to bother with the tree pole. We got more than enough for what we need at this point. That's definitely a nice item to get early. Okay, we have Death Mountain open. Like, very open. Okay. This is very reminiscent of a seed that I played recently that had something important on Desert Boss, but you don't have the items to get to Desert Boss, but you can get into the dungeon. And that would make me mad if it's like another one of these scenarios. So I'm hoping not, but who knows. Okay. Well, Desert's beatable with a fire source, so maybe. That's good timing. Thanks, game. Alright. Okay, so We got a glove and the hook shot. So that's good. We'll skip that. Let's find out if we can skip this item too, because then we're just gonna flute out of here. I want it. Okay. I think I was ready just to leave. We want it because we have to get ready for the possible Aga Troll. Let's do this. I feel like doing something a little bit different. Let's just jump right into this. We can access Paradox. It's totally logic, so I kind of want to know what it's got. Okay, come on. Because if I do get a fire source up here, that just makes Eastern super easy to clear. And it also technically opens up Desert if I need to go there. If I find a hammer or mirror up here, then Hera turns into a possible play. Depends on what else we got. Okay. I'm not upset about that. Alright. Of course. Yeah. I missed it. Alright. That's good to know. Yeah, we'll skip that. So, Ether Medallion just sitting there. Out of my way. Okay. Let's see what we get inside Paradox here. Okay, game. That's funny. Beautiful. Got our Moon Pearl. Alright. So we can do Spiral Cave, and then we can basically get out of here. We can also peek at the... what's up here. The lamp. Oh, God. Okay, well that's interesting. That's really good to know, but we're locked out of that until we get Mitts and Mirror. You know what? Yeah, give me that. So the only good thing about that is this cannot be an Aga required seed then, right? Because the Mitts have to show up before the lamp does, and the lamp is logically required for Aga. So we know we don't need to do Aga 1. So that's actually really good information if I look at it from that perspective. I'm all about that. Alright, that's garbage. I kind of want to avoid the desert dip for now because, I don't know. I probably should do it just because it gave me the book. That's just not a guarantee. I guess it doesn't take long, so I should probably just dive in there. And if both items are in the front, then we could feel good about not having to worry about Lambo. Alright, let's... We'll do this quickly, and then we'll just flute out of here to the rest of the checks in the light world, and then we'll head to Eastern. Because Eastern is probably a really good choice. This might be. I forgot. That won't reach. It really should. Where's the long shot? Need to be careful here. Oh. Well, now I'm super glad we came in here. Ah. Is there a heart under one of these? Yeah. I had a feeling. I just don't want to risk, because we're going to check the other side to see if we get... Whoops. The second item in here? And then we could just peace out, because we don't have a fire source to go in the back, unless we happen to get a fire rod in here. Or shit, it could give me the mirror. I mean, that would be amazing if both mirror and mitts were here. Of course. Alright. Well, disappointing that there's another item and it's, of course, sitting on the boss that we can't access. Setting us up for shit once again. Didn't get the pull. Sure. I mean, you're gonna set me up like that? I'm all about it. Now I just need to be a little bit more conservative with my health, maybe. If you wanted it. Yeah. Thank you. There we go. Heart. Heart. Alright. Gives me a little bit more breathing room there. Alright, let's get our last Sphere Zero check over here, and then we might just go ahead, since we got the money, and we have a Moon Pearl, we can fake Flipper and get all the things, and we can Water Walk. So, that's kind of cool. My god, I just totally didn't get the bombs out. It's alright. Okay. Oh yeah, you can't... Let me reset this. I don't have flippers. I don't know why I thought I could do it from up there. You can't. Alright, let's not be dumb. There we go. Okay. Boo. Okay. Alright. Waterfall, and then we could do the Zora checks. The one thing I should probably practice, I don't know splash deletion. It's a little bit trickier. I know the basics of it, but I never executed it before. It'd be an interesting one to learn. It's a rare case scenario, but probably still would be pretty neat to know. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I can do this one. This one thing I know now. Blue mail? That's too bad. I found out this is a good dash line. Yeah, whatever. I'll take the money back because we don't have much as it is. Alright. Alright, let's do... I want to take the risk to do Eastern and see if we could do this dark. Because that paid off really big in the last seed I did, and then we'll start to go Dark World and start knocking out some other stuff. Because we don't really have any dungeons we can, like, fully clear yet, tactically. This is the closest. Thieves Town's green, of course it is. So that actually might be something we have to consider, though. Because the only thing we don't have is the hammer. And that just locks one check, which may not even be required anyway. Nice. So really, if I get one really good item out of here, I'm going to feel pretty good regardless of whether or not I finish this dungeon off. I'm hoping I can, because we're definitely well equipped for it. Over equipped even. Well, so far, 2 items, and they're both kind of trash, so that's fine. Okay, that might be required. Actually, there's a really good chance that that's required. Not like we wouldn't have come back here anyway, but it's kind of just nice to have. Now, we got all 3 items already, so we just got to get the big key. We don't even have to open the big chest. But it's nice to have that and not have to hunt it down later. Perfect. Alright, we're through. Much better job in that room. Nice miss. And then here's the best part. I don't give a shit about the setup in here because we have silvers. Oh, nice. Whatever. Alright. I guess we go Dark World. But where we have locations to check. Let's get the rest of our dungeon info and then I guess kind of look around from there. Mire is the other pendant. Swamp is the other. So this is all bad because I mean I can go into Skull Woods. I can at least look for the 2 items. Fine. It's like Skull Woods seems to always have something. But I might just need to check some other locations besides worrying about this. Who knows? Because we just don't have access to a lot of crap. Take me out. So I might as well just go right back to the front and see if we at least get 1 item out of here. 2 if we're lucky. Get out of here. Okay. So we'll be able to go back and check that. That's 1. Take me out. I've been so hesitant. Alright, that should be okay. Okay, so it's in the back, either on the boss or under the bridge. Either way, it's fire rod locked. Okay, let's grab this. We need one of these to get into Turtle Rock, but we don't know yet. Like, I can go up and check out some of that stuff, but I'm kind of hoping the mirror shows up first so I can just get my lamp while I'm there. Alright, so there's a possibility that I don't want to touch thieves at all. I might do the first 4 and get out because we can come back after getting down to Hype Cave. Ooh, that's a big one. If I find a mirror, I can also clear Swamp. Okay. Let's see how many items we get in the first 4 of these. So far, 1 pendant dungeon paid off. Let's find out if this one does too. Bottle's nice, certainly not required. Especially since we already have one. But it's also got blue goo, so that's kind of nice. Let's see here. Alright, you know what? We got 3 items. We'll grab the big key here, but we're just going to peace out. That's probably feeling pretty good. Knowing there's only 1 more in the back. And we're just going to hope that there's nothing on green pendant. Strong chances are that the hammer's not required to get anything out of here, but I think we got to go with the 3 out of 4. It's pretty good. We didn't get anything required out of here either. So I could do dig game. We could take the frog for a magical journey. I don't know if I want to though, because there's a chance I might want to go into pod. So I think I might not do the Smith Chain. On the off chance that I just go over to pod anyway, so I don't have the issue with the follower. mushroom. I don't know how I feel about that. Another bottle. What the hell? Whoop. I'm gonna die there. Yeah. Alright. Well, here's my thought then. Let's use this quick intermission to check what's at a couple other locations, and then we can go back there. We have King's Tomb. And I can also go and turn in the mushroom. Okay, that was huge. Okay, glad I did that. Now we can get our lamp too. Hold on. We're right here. Let's do this. Whoop. The fourth bottle, okay. Well, while I'm here, all right. Well, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this first, and then we'll go over and do Hera on the, because we're gonna get a fire source. That way, if there is an item in Hera basement, we can grab it. Yeah, we could just do this. Because we don't have a hammer, so we had to go in this portal. Let's see what opens up TR. Good news, we have it. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Let's check out Hera. Can you? Yeah, thank you. Stupid dead rock. All right. Alright, so we have the hope to strike gold, that we get an item here and on the boss. If not, there's something in the big chest. That's one. Man, if we get the ultimate super god Hera, that'd be great. Okay. I didn't ask for that. Come on. Thank you. Nice! Not that that was a good item, but we know we got them both and we're out, so that's fine. So, I don't know if we're going to need ether, but let's grab it just in case. It's right here. And then I still say we make our way... Man, should I go for the Landmo kill? That would be so stupid, wouldn't it? I'm thinking about going into Swamp anyway, so I guess we do Smith Chain real quick. Into Swamp. We don't have the hammer, but we can... We'll get information if there's anything important in there, because we know that it's behind hammer. Nice. Alright. We're gonna just do Pot and Swamp right now. That is amazing. So we're really... We're Fire Rod from Go at this point. That's all we need. It's not bad. Alright, so we've gotten 0 keys so far. There's 1. There's 2. Okay, so we know that there's going to be a key in that chest. That's really good. Let's do this. So, let's come down here. We'll grab this key. Which I guess, yeah, we were going to grab it anyway, because if I'm going to mirror back later and go through this door, we just want it. Okay, so now we gotta open up Harmless Hellway. Let's see what it is. That opens up ice. That's really good. Okay. So all we're missing right now is Fire Rod, guaranteed, and then it's just execution from that point on. But we have a lot of things that we can do. Alright, still 2 more items in here. So we could actually find it in here as well. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Let's just... I have plenty of potions, but why blow them here? There we go. Alright. Goodbye. Fair. Let's do ice first. We've got everything to do this one super fast. Well, kind of. I wouldn't say Bamos is super fast with a couple of the rooms, but the reality is that we're in good shape here. And I would rather do this dungeon quickly, and if we get lucky with the fire rod in here, which would be mean, but if it is here, then we can go mode swamp and just wrap up the seed. Wait for them to go by for a second. I don't know what it is lately about me having issues. That should do it. No! What do you mean? Come on. Alright, this is where I'm gonna get mad because... There we go. Shovel! Come on. I don't know why I switched. Well, that's two of them. Alright, well, if we're lucky, it's on the big chest, since we screwed that up. Perfect. We accidentally stumbled across the third item. That's... I accidentally saved a second on the routing here. Like a good solid minute or two, really. Thank you, Helma, for the butter sword. Alright, let's go to Swamp. The other thing with Swamp, it does open up the 5-6 red bomb, so it's a possibility it's behind that too. We'll see. We also have some other random spots that we can check, but we'll do these high density plays first and see what we get after that. Peanut butter. Hi, Austin. What are you having with peanut butter? Or are you just saying peanut butter for fun? Also, I'm looking for one more item. And then we can finish the seed. So we're doing pretty good. We have a whole lot of checks we could do in here, so I'm hoping we stumble on it. That's good. I don't mind getting that early. Stop touching me. Alright, so I've learned that I should not do that key yet. Found another one? You've been having fun reporting all these bugs? Alright, I learned a slightly adjusted technique for this room. So let's see if I can do it correctly. That's so quick, though, so much quicker. I like it. You're watching Netflix and all of a sudden it was not responsive at all and you could hear the audio but not the video. Oh, that's annoying. Now, it's an interesting one because the real question is that an issue just because Netflix hasn't been properly updated for the beta, or is it really an iOS issue? Or iPad OS, I should say. Get out of my way. Alright. Dang, that was fast. Dude, that was a really good Argus kill. Alright, so there's still 2 items. I guess I go back in, because this is the time to do it. Yeah, that's annoying when a app like that, especially like all you're trying to do is watch a movie or a show, and it just freezes up on you. A little annoying. There we go. Okay. So we can... Yeah, we don't need the key over here. So we could still flood this. Alright. So my favorite troll, left side swamp. Let's see if this has the item we're looking for, the fire rod. No, not there. Is it here? Nope. Alright. We tried. Well, we're finding a lot of hearts. I guess I can't complain too much. But I really just want to get this fire rod so we could be in go mode. Nice. What an awful item to put there. Oh my god. That's so funny. I don't need it, but... Oh, it's Sank Heart. Look at that. Alright, I have powder to check while I'm up here, too. So there's 3 more checks here, then I can do the red bomb. And then what? Like, Mire area, I guess? Okay, not it. Went the wrong way. Maybe I check the mire area before I do the bomb. Just because I have the flute anyway. The mire shed's a good place for this thing to hide. I could also do the Landmola troll if I'm really worried about it. There's also Thieves Town because of the stupid fire rod or the green pendant. I meant fire rod. That's what we're looking for. The good news is there's not a ton of places where it could really be at this point. So we should find it momentarily soon, but it's just... What annoying location is it sitting at? Not there. Alright. I haven't even checked pyramids, so this is kind of good because this is... I guess I can go to Catfish too before I go back down to Desert or whatever. Alright. Please be the answer. Alright. Not on the ledge. There it is! Alright. Should have just come here right away. But that's okay. We have 2 keys, that's really good. So we can rush to Moth. Hey, I'll take that. Ah, that was stupid. There we go. Now we don't have to deal with these idiots. Nice combo. Alright, and that's the second item, so we're not going to worry about this dungeon either. Not that we are going to look for anything at this point. GTK. Nope! God, that's so annoying. Alright. Dumb time loss there. Got too close to the ledge. Fell right off. Alright. Turtle Rock. We can go mode it, which is really cool. So we'll be able to steal the key unless the big key is vanilla, which would be annoying. So we're going to hope for an early big key here. Alright, it's only one small. That's okay. Good. That will allow us to skip the lava chest. You could just both F off. This is really bad. Whatever. Just get me out of here. No! Alright, whatever. Take all the hits. I hope I have enough. I mean, I could pop a potion if I have to, but I hope I have enough magic to at least create the Samaria block in the basement down here. I actually cannot make that, so we have to do this. Alright, we're gonna have to use our potion. It's annoying. Perfect. We can skip Laser Bridge now. Alright. Butter Sword makes this super quick. Let's just hope we don't screw up here. Nice. Alright. I could have done that last phase quicker, but that's alright. Alright, we'll have a nice entry going into GT. Alright. Where, oh where, is the big key gonna be? Okay. Perfect. Quick and easy open. Let's go. Nice. got through all that. Avoid balls in the face. Okay, really? There. Little bastards. Nice. Good. Alright, not bad. I did not like the one room, but hey. Ah! Alright. Okay. Whoa! He almost got me. Triple. A double. I'll take that. And this should be done. Alright, good. Let's take a quick look at the race room. There's 2 people who finished. And, oh, too bad. Someone dropped out. Oh, he had an emergency. That sucks. Hopefully all's good. Six. We'll get one more swipe right here. That's 6. That's out of phase 2. Nice. Dodged all the bats and got the hit on him. Pretty good. here. Ooh, that was dangerous. Should get the double here. That's good. Wow. All right. I am pretty happy with a real-time sub 130. That's the third place finish. 129.36 is the official time. That's pretty cool. And the two people who I finished behind are the ones who are definitely much higher ranked than me. So that I can't complain. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. Well, here's the deal. I'm going to let the credits play out for the race, and then I'm taking a break. In a little while, I'm going to be back on. It might be like a couple hours or so. I'm going to be back on with the person who's going to be mentoring me for week 1. We're going to do a practice Sword Assured Seed tonight, and at least kind of work, figure out the communication thing and kind of get some ideas with what they want to work with me on. And then I'm going to be watching a couple more things because I want to go through some strategies for boss battles. I did pretty good with a couple of them today, but I still have a lot of things to kind of clean up there. My last couple seeds have been really good, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then tomorrow, sometime in the evening, afternoon, evening, is the actual async race for week 1, and I'm going to be able to stream it because my opponent already went. So we'll see who's hanging around for that, but I'm gonna just go ahead and let the credits play, and I'll be back on later on. So yeah, 130 is really good. I'm happy that came in third place out of, I forgot how many people were running this. 4, 5. There's a total of 7 people who are. There's 8 entrants. There's 7 people who are still running. One did a DNF, did not finish. So 3rd out of 7 is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So, but yep, I'm just gonna let this play out, and I'll be back later on to work with my mentors. So I'll catch you soon. Bye.